Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday, and I welcome you back for the Phone Farming Weekly Wrap-Up. As normal, this week I'm going to talk to you about what I've been doing with the phone farm. As you can see, we have a full board here, and we got a couple extras still laying around, which is exactly what I need another board for. We will be expanding hopefully to 20 devices coming up here by the end of the year. I am doing it a couple devices at a time, and I really kind of hope that we can fill this out rather well. So I apologize for my kind of weird setup here, but my stand worked out fine. It's going to work out even better with the other bulletin board on the back side, the other whiteboard there. The problem is I have 3 cats, and 3 cats love anything that involves cords. And as you saw from last week, there's a lot of them on the back of this, and I had it sitting up on the table, nice, everything good. I come in the next morning and it's druggle over the floor because one of the 3 decided to play with the loads of cords that are on the back, and what can you do, right? It's the middle of the night and they drag the phone farm all over the floor. Lovely, great, fun. So for right now, this is where it sits. I got a lamp actually sitting on the base so that it doesn't fall down. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you again because, like I said, anytime when dealing with animals, they don't want to do what you want to do. I'll be right back with you. I'm sorry, I apologize again. Like I said, can't work with animals. They don't do what you want them to do. They never do. So there we have it, the board. 2 new phones. As you can see, there are now 6 of the Alcatel Pixie Avions, I think is what they are. And I was able to find them on Straight Talk Wireless. They were on sale again for $10 a phone. So I picked up 2 more, and I will be picking up 2 more. Actually, I'm planning on ordering them probably about the time you see this video go live. I'll have ordered 2 more phones. So that is an option, and I was made aware that you can pay for these phones on the Straight Talk website with PayPal. I didn't realize it, and it's nice to know, but that is an option. There you go. Make that PayPal money. You can buy more phones straight from the company. You don't have to have any credit card or a bank account or anything like that. You can use your PayPal money right to do that. So there's 10 phones up running. All 10 of these phones currently are running UTV. And I think I'm going to go with a different approach. It's going to be a 2-day on, 2-day off U-perk kind of switchover. Because I find if I run the same one for too long, the earnings tend to go down. Although the UTV has been earning fairly well this week. This week it's made over $10. Actually, I think closer to $12 for me this week so far. So it is doing well. Like I said, another whiteboard. There will be 10 more phones coming. Also have some other new things. If I can, got to remove my helper here. She always wants to be part of YouTube videos, so I got to remove her off the table here. And as you can see, I am running Engage Me TV. This is something I'm trying to get back into doing for just to see how well it works. I don't know if anybody out there has had an issue with s'mores, but I have a problem with my advertising freezing up on it, and it really started on the Cash Room's website. So I brought up eCash, and I wanted to see whether it did the same thing on his as well, and it does on both of them. With s'mores, I don't know if it's just a bad advertising, but it doesn't count. When it sits there on the screen and it counts as an advertisement, but the ad doesn't run, so it doesn't actually give me the credited reward for it. So I don't know if that's a problem with just s'mores. That's why I wanted to run the Engage Me TV, which seems to be running fine. I'm running them back to back the same thing, just as kind of a test to see whether there's a difference between the 2 sites. I mean, there really shouldn't be, but they seem to be working fairly well as far as getting ads. So I'm going to start to get back onto the websites as far as earnings this week. As we go down here, what is this? What is this? Oh, that's me and my wife. And it's barely charged apparently. But that is an iPhone. yes, she was digging through a box, and there we have it. There is an iPhone. So I will be doing some iOS devices and reviews once I get it fully charged, and I'll see how it works. I have not used an iOS device since the original iPhone came out, and that was what, 2008 or so, 2008, 2009. That was the last time I used an Apple iOS device. So it will be interesting to see. I believe it is an iPhone 5C or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really in the big on the Apple side of things. As we see, this phone here, they're not on any board yet. I had to make room, have to get that other board set up and ordered. I'm running Vigil on that. It has been running well, being that it's a one phone per account. Kind of has it. Sorry if you need to see it on there. I got a lot of reflection, got a lot of daylight coming in. And then of course on the tablet, as you saw from my previous video earlier this week, I am running CashMagnet. CashMagnet is running really well and paying fairly well. I am still waiting for my payout on that. Now, to the book. And my fine recording here you can see. Ulato paid out $13 from last week. Volcno, $5. Amazon gift card. And Perk paid $5. So, we had a pretty decent week as far as money hitting the Amazon account. And I talked about it in my CashMagnet video. I'm stocking those Amazon cards because the holiday season will be here soon enough, and you know that on Cyber Monday and that whole week thereafter, you're going to get great deals on Amazon. So stock up the gift cards now. I know a lot of people talk about wanting that PayPal money because you can transfer it over to your bank account, get cash. For me, Amazon is the way to go. They're not charging me the extra as far as to cash out that PayPal does. If it's foreign currency, they're not charging you that transfer over to whatever your current currency is, then move it to your account. You just end up losing more than it's really worth. I pretty much shop on Amazon for about everything, and we're going to take a look at just what for the month I have earned here, because I don't think I went over it last week. Last week was a slow one. I came back from vacation the previous week. There was only $5 hit the account there. But like I said, $23 this week. If you figure each phone, I can get a phone for $10 a phone. If I can pay for 2 phones per week, we'll get to 20 phones, no problem. Especially now that we're getting these websites back up and going. And currently, like I said, right now I'm using eCash Society's website and the Cash Room's website, the Cash Room Rewards, and I'm running Engage Me TV on it just because S'mores has had some problems that I haven't wanted to run. I may, if it continues to earn like I'm seeing it earn right here, I may get the other laptop out and start earning as well. What I'd like people to do in the comment section of this video, would you like me to start doing some live streaming events? Is that something you'd be interested in, where you can talk about what you're running with other people that watch the channel? If it is something you think that I should go for, I can most certainly get us set up to do that. Also, as well, if you'd like to know more individual iOS apps that pay, I am going to be doing them as well. They should be coming in on Tuesdays as far as new devices, new apps for, iOS devices. I'm sorry, not talking real well here this afternoon. But that is going to be something I do want to do because it has been something a lot of people have asked. Hey, do you know of any iOS devices that pay? I know they're not a huge thing in the phone farming world just because of how expensive the devices are. Now, I know a number of people do use them if they can get them cheap, or if they can, get them with other stuff. But it's not something that I normally do. Taking a look here at the board, everything is currently running. I really haven't had any problems. I reset the phones, like I said, once per day. I clear the cache. I reset the ad ID, But to be honest with you, I probably could leave these phones running for a week at a time and never have a one reset. I do have issues when I run perk, and I get the black screen where they just stop earning, and I can't even back out of it. I have to totally reset the phone. So if anybody else is having problems with that, let me know. If you know of a way around it, that's even better. I am currently using Perk TV Live. It happens with both of them. I also get issues with Perk Word Search with it actually freezing up. I don't know if that's a common problem as well. I haven't been as big into the Perk apps just because for me, the U apps were earning pretty well, but I have seen, especially with Vigil itself, has been earning very well. So I've been actually using that. But there's that other whiteboard. Man, cannot wait to get that thing filled up and grow the farm. I sit there and I look at other phone farms, and I'm kind of jealous. I really wish I would have started this a year ago when I first started the YouTube channel. Everything before was from a single phone, and I really wish I would have started the whole multiple phone deals where I could get up to 30 or 40 phones by now at this point. There you go. There's my help down there playing with toys. It's always fun when you have cats. I know I've talked about it in my gaming videos. Cats are, I don't dislike dogs, but cats still give me a little bit of freedom. They're still nice to, they come around when they want to come around, but I don't have to deal with all the things that come with having a dog. So cats are my animals now at this point. Not that I don't have a zoo anyway. I can talk about that all day with the fish tanks, birds. I have a snake, a skink, and 3 cats. So I have a zoo here at the house. But there we have it. That's this week. I hope to have a good one. I hope everybody is having a good week. I am going to be doing some new apps that I haven't actually tested out, just because I feel that we need to kind of stay ahead of the game as far as finding what apps are going to pay out the best. It's really easy to get caught up in sitting with nothing but the UTV, but it's hard to change when it's actually paying well. When you're seeing ads that are paying over a penny per ad, it's tough to change, because even with Perk was not paying that type of money. With Perk TV and Perk TV Live, Vigil does pay pretty well, I have to admit, but with not being able to run it on all the phones, it becoming harder and harder to deal with it, especially being that most of their earners aren't anywhere near as passive. Also, as I wanted to mention, back with looking at the laptop here running currently, when I'm running S'mores, I have a lot more of the Are You Still Watching than with Engage Me TV. Now, I know they're all done through AdSense Media, but I don't know why S'mores all of a sudden has become so much less passive. It used to be like every couple hours it would do it. The other day I was trying to run it. It was literally like every 15 or 20 minutes it would pop up. So I don't know if that's something that's new, or hopefully it's not something that's going to continue, because I'd rather see I'd rather see a more passive earning experience, even if it may not earn as much or as quickly. And right now, we're actually dead even between the two websites at right now as far as the earnings on them. And that's kind of what the test I wanted to see, whether there's actually a difference between the websites, even running the same exact one. I'm not running anything else. You see the first screen there is the cash rooms, and then eCash Society on the other ones. They both are pretty good websites. I did a video itself on the cash rooms when he first came out. This is before he had it actually totally up and running, just for the information on it. There are a few things that I'd actually I'm going to talk to him about, as far as some glitches to the website that he might want to take care of, because it is occasionally popping up other screens that say errors and send me off his site. That is, I feel, a little bit of a concern, that if he can address that sooner rather than later, I feel that it'll make the usability of his site that much better. I'm still waiting on eCash Society to get his referral program up. I hope that is fairly soon, so that I can kind of see what his plan is as far as referrals are concerned, and also his upcoming app that he's going to be trying to develop. I think he's heading in the right direction as far as getting the phone farming deal its best chance at producing money for people. He's really done well, and I enjoy listening to his Friday talks. Although I disagree with him on some points. One of the ones that we just disagree about, one of the websites, is the Volkno website. He had some issues with getting his PIN and then contacting him. I originally was having issues with that as well, as far as I did receive my PIN, but for the first day it didn't work. I remember making that statement in the video I did about it. But from that point on, they paid within an hour of my cash out, and I do the cash outs when I see the videos. And as you can see, I've done over $20 in cash outs from them, and I think it's been 4 weeks. So the website does pay. Their customer service, I can't really say, because that was one of my complaints, that they did not have a direct way to talk to them about it. And the fact that they physically mail you something leaves some issues that could be addressed, just in the fact that, you know, the mail isn't always the best thing when you're trying to receive something. A lot of times the way it comes is it has a tendency that maybe it got caught up in somebody else's mail during sorting. You know, a lot of things can happen in that way. I wish they had an electronic way of doing it. That would make it so much easier. And I think if they just contacted him back, he'd find that the website is definitely, you know, worth sending people to, referring people to, because there is no referral program. So I'm not getting anything by saying it, other than the fact that I made $20 for watching trailers and really doing next to nothing. I mean, I just sit there and let them run, and then answer, do whatever the little things it wants me to do. As I was talking about here on the, go back to the board real quick, I don't want to make this video too much longer. We're getting close to that 20-minute mark, and that is too long for one of these videos. But political ads, man, political ads have been doing well here in Florida. I was, the second day when I came back from vacation for not running for a week, man, I was seeing some of these ads that were paying almost 5 cents per ad. So I don't know if everybody saw that, or whether it's just conditional about not running the app for a week and then coming back and doing it. But man, I was, for the 5 cents per ad, I'll take that all day. Now I am seeing the same ads, and they're only paying, you know, 1.2, 1.5, something like that. But it's still really good money. It's allowing me to get this second board up and running. It's allowing me to order the stuff I need. It's allowing me to stockpile those gift cards, because that's really what it's all about. You're not going to make a living no matter what anybody tells you. Even with hundreds of phones, you're still going to have to do something else as your primary income. But let me tell you, it's going to make a big difference. I think everybody's going to be happy come Christmas time, when they see what they're getting for Christmas, and it's all coming from the phone farm here, and from running these apps on these websites on the computer, from running these phones, from running the tablets, from running devices. A lot of these devices are ones just sitting around. There is, right now I'm looking at 5 devices that are currently not being used, just from me and my wife. Now, and I'm sure it's like that in every home. Everybody gets an upgrade. Put your phone to use. Just because it's sitting there, if you have Wi-Fi, you can put that phone to use, making you some gift cards, and it costs you next to nothing. Everybody wants to talk about power. Power, it doesn't cost next to anything. I live here in Central Florida, and one hot day where my air conditioning runs costs me more in power than to run all these phones for the month. And it's next to nothing. It's next to nothing. One cool day and you save more money than these phones use in a month. So don't worry about it as far as a power consumption issue. The computers are a little more, use some more power than that. That's why I have to make sure the earnings are about right for power usage for them. But these phones, put them on a timer. You see, there's a timer. It's cheap. That timer didn't cost next to nothing, a couple bucks. and set it so that it only charges when it needs to charge, and it'll save you that battery problems. It'll save you the whole issues with you know, with the power usage. As you can see, another one of my cats wants to come into the video. But that's enough for today. 20 minutes is enough. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you. If you are not a subscriber to the channel and you like what I do, please subscribe. Hit that bell so you get the notifications. Tuesday, Wednesdays, Saturdays, they are the days you will see postings on the channel. I hope that things are a little more consistent. I apologize about the Thursday post this week, but I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I think YouTube's been having some issues with not having stuff not stay. It didn't publish the way it was supposed to, and then it had problems when it did. I had to take it down. So I thank everybody for watching. Start stockpiling. Stockpile that Amazon. Holiday time's coming. I can't tell you enough. And keep a lookout for the some of the iPhone apps videos coming out as far as how they work. Are they different from their Android counterpart or not? So I thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day.